Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about fighters that need a win and this UFC Fight Night Fiziev vs. Gamrot card that's coming up this weekend. It's a pretty good card, only 11 fights, headlined by Rafael Fiziev vs. Matthias Gamrot. Co-main is Bryce Mitchell vs. Dan Ige. The first fighter that I think really needs to prove that he deserves to still be in the UFC or still try to make a run in the heavyweight division has to be Jake Collier. Fighting Muhammad Usman, in which we see the gaping holes for Usman. Jake Collier, typically pretty exciting, pretty fun to watch. His cardio has given him some issues before. He lost his last fight, I believe. He's lost his last 3 fights. But Martin Buday, he looked pretty good early. Chris Barnett, he looked incredible early. Martin Buday one was not the one I was thinking about, but he's still okay. Chris Barnett, though, he looked really, really good. First round, dropped him a few times. Lost that fight simply because he ran out of steam. Andrei Arlovski fight, he won. That would have been 2 fights in a row for the first time in his career since 2013, before the UFC. When he got in the UFC, lost 1, win 1, lost 1, win 1, lost 1, win 1. I mean, it's a crazy streak Jake Collier has. Now he's lost 3 in a row. The reason why he's still in the UFC, though, is because he's super exciting. He is always, let's go, let's bang, come on, come on, come on. Tom Aspinall is the only guy that I can remember that absolutely destroyed him. Carlos Felipe, very, very fun fight. Chase Sherman fight was a domination. It was cool to see Jake Collier get that. He's just hard to root against, is Jake Collier, for me. He's 13-9 overall. But, 34 years old, heavyweight division, he still can turn it around. He needs to get a little bit more consistent. He's quick. He has good movement. He has good power. The biggest thing for him is his speed. His chin isn't terrible, even though Tom Aspinall destroyed him. It's Tom Aspinall. He's faster, coming back. Jake Collier coming back from a long layoff. Jake Collier has to show out in this fight. Now, the reason why this could be a little difficult is because Usman's very powerful and he's very good at getting that takedown. When I broke this fight down, I did say Usman probably wins this fight simply because of his takedowns. But my heart, I want Jake Collier to win this. I like him a lot. I don't want to see him be released from the UFC, but he has a tough test in takedowns coming up here this Saturday. The next one, and I think it's an obvious one, has to be Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage, again, fun fighter. 3-fight losing streak, 29 years old. He lost his last 3. He lost against Michelle Oldenchajik. Lost in the first round on that one, got finished, which Michelle is really good. Just beat Chidi Bang Bang. Just lost to him, or Michelle, whatever, just beat him. Chidi Njokuani. And Cody Brundage was finished by him. He was finished by Rodolfo Fierro, but he had moments in that fight. He just kept doing the same thing. You can't do that against an elite grappler. Can't do what he was doing. And then Cedric Dumas, he took it on short notice about 2 months after the Fierro fight. And had moments once again with Dumas, but kept jumping submissions when he had no reason to do it. He was the stronger guy. He's maybe not as faster, but he has a little bit more pop to his punches than Dumas does. Dumas hasn't figured out how to use his range, hasn't figured out how to flow when he's in there, and Cody Brundage kind of gifted him that decision win there. And again, he steps in on short notice. Jacob Malkoun was supposed to fight somebody else. It was supposed to be Aliskabab Kazirov. Hopefully I said that correct. Supposed to fight him, and this is a tailor-made matchup for Cody Brundage. And at 8-5, 29 years old, 3-fight losing streak, this is it for Cody. This is it. He can't have a close split decision to where UFC and everybody thinks he won, because he's not gonna get another. They're not gonna keep him around at 4 losses in a row. Whether they thought he won a decision or not, they're not gonna keep him around. So Cody Brundage needs to show out. He needs to prove why he deserves to stay in the UFC. And Last but not least is Michelle Waterson Gomez. 18-11, lost her last three, 37 years old. Her last three fights have not really been good fights. Lost to Marina Rodriguez. Her only win in since 2019 was against a split decision against Angela Hill 2020. Hasn't won a fight in 3 years. Since September 12th, 2020. You lost to Marina Rodriguez by decision, got beat up by Amanda Lemos, and then lost a split decision against Luana Pinheiro. I did not think it was a split decision. I thought Pinheiro won that fight. She hasn't looked good in a long time. And even the Angela Hill fight, she didn't look great. She just was able to use her kicks to control distance. Since 2019, she was 16-6. She beat Karolina Kowalkiewicz. So she's 2-5 since 2019. Couple decisions. She's only been finished once by Amanda Lemos. Not good. Michelle Waterson Gomez, you're on the chopping block. As always, guys, subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, peace.